Infinite Hero Foundation exists to connect our military, veterans, and military family members with innovative and effective treatment programs for service-related injuries. Since our inception, Infinite Hero Foundation has awarded more than $3.8 million in funding and support to 28 different veteran service organizations. Together with sponsors, partner organizations, and individual donors, Infinite Hero Foundation exists to connect our military, veterans, and family members with innovative and effective treatment programs for service-related injuries. Consider joining our mission. InfiniteHero.org for more information. Thank you, veterans, past and present.
All right, everybody. Hey, welcome. We're here tonight with Diehard Racing League's Infinite Hero Cup Series, chase race number 2. We are at Sonoma tonight, of all places, and looks like it should be a pretty good race. Not a great big turnout, but it should be enough to have a good race. Wingnut is going to be racing down there tonight, so Wingnut is not in the booth with me, but we do have a special guest. We have JC up here. And he's from Checkered Flag Network, and he's going to be up in the booth with me here tonight. So welcome, JC.
Hey, good to be here with you, Paul.
I'm glad to have you, man. At least I don't have to be up here alone. It's going to be a rough race because, you know, no cautions. So it's going to probably get spread out a little bit. And, you know, we may see a little bit of side-by-side, but for the most part, we'll probably see a lot of single-car action as we just saw Todd Craig go into the dirt.
Yeah, I've not really done a lot of these road courses. I'm used to 4 turns, not 12. So.
And this is the like the setup they're doing now with the carousel and everything. The shorter run. I forget what the exact name of this setup is. But I am not used to this Sonoma. I'm so used to running the Cup Sonoma, you know. So watching it this way and driving it this way has probably got a lot of people having to put a bunch of time in. We do got some fast guys out there, though. It looks like right now, I think Adam Matz is holding on to the top spot here in qualify. I know a couple drivers cannot qualify tonight. I think the Soldier was one. I forget who the other was. But real quick, before we move any further, let me pull up the grid here. Right now, they were supposed to have asterisks by the names of the guys in the chase, but I don't see them. So we'll have to try to keep an eye on it. But the guys that are in the chase here tonight in this second round is Todd Cray, Steve Yanish, Seth Schultz, which I don't see Seth Schultz on the track tonight. Travis McDaniel, Jeff Yanish, Adam Matz, Adam Lewis, and Mark Jenkins. Those are the drivers that are still in the chase. 2 drivers will be eliminated after tonight. So obviously if Seth Schultz doesn't show up, he'll be one, and we'll have to see who will be the second driver that'll be eliminated. And then next week, there'll be 6 drivers at Pocono, and then they'll eliminate 2, and there'll be 4 drivers at the final race at Kentucky. So I just wanted to put that out there. it's kind of hard to remember everybody that's in the chase without having the asterisk behind their name to kind of help you out, you know?
Yeah, we'll get it figured out here.
So we got Adam Lewis on the track right now. Looks like Adam Matz is going to hold on to the top spot with a 138.745. I'm sorry, 137.679. Don't mind me. The blind leading the blind here. It's surprising not to see Seth Schultz out here. He's going to give up that spot in the chase. So it'll just be one driver eliminated after tonight's race. But Wingnut last week, he was like, hey, I want to go race that one next week. Can I get out of the booth and go do it? I know he loves road courses, so how can I say no?
Yeah, I know. I run with these guys sometimes, and I wouldn't show up tonight. I'm not a road course expert, but watching qualifying there here out in Sonoma, the track's always usually pretty hot, and it's sitting at 105 right now. So it's going to be a handful getting into these turns on these fresh tires once they get going.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be an exciting one here. All right, so listen, we got 2 minutes and 24 seconds left. We're going to quick run to our national anthem, and then we will come back with the remaining of the qualifier, and then hopefully the grid, and we'll get this thing rolling. So sit tight, everybody. We'll be right back.
We are in the land of the free because of the brave. And so we ask by your grace that you would bring them home soon and safe. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen.
All right, we are back. We were just double checking a couple things. I guess this is the new Cup configuration. I know NASCAR did it last year, but I didn't realize that it switched over and stayed that way. But qualify is over. Looks like we're getting ready to take the grid here, I believe. Am I right?
Yeah, so,
yeah.
Cup configuration, 1.99 miles, and it's got 160 elevation change. So they're going to feel like they're going up and down hills the whole race, and it should make it pretty interesting.
Yeah, definitely going to be. It really is a fun track, man. It's a tough track when you're not used to road courses, and these cars are really heavy too. So it kind of takes the grip out of it, you know. You just have to, like I was talking to Wingnut earlier, you got to just race the track. You really can't race around you because you'll end up pushing it. We've seen that. Well, I've seen that a bunch during practice where I think it was Rob Jenkins was chasing Todd Cray around for a little bit. And the first time through, after the first turn here, Todd Cray went up in the grass. Rob passed him. Then when they came back around, Rob went up in the grass and Todd passed him, so we'll probably see a bunch of that tonight. All right, let's get this grid rolling here. We have a very small field tonight, so be pretty quick. We have Adam Matz on the pole. Congratulations to Adam Matz. And then we have Steve Yenish taking second. Third, we have Matthew Hulse. Fourth, we have Travis McDaniel. Fifth, we have Nathan Wingnut, or actually Wingnut. Sixth is Jeff Yenish. Seventh is Todd Cray. Eighth is Brad Speidel. Ninth is Mark Jenkins. 10th is Mike Major. 11th is Cody Franklin. Patrick DeSonia is 12th. 13th is Adam Lewis. Rob Jenkins is 14th, and that's going to round out your field. And we're moving.
Yeah, where's Boris set at? Shouldn't he be here?
Yeah. That was one of the things, even in my league, they were like, can we get drivers to sit in for us on the road courses? And we were like, no, you got to come run them. It's surprising, though, and you probably seen it too. A lot of people won't race road courses. They'd rather take a provisional or lose a night of points.
Yeah, honestly, in the leagues that I've ran, you get a drop week, and I usually don't even show up for these. I did once, and actually ended up with like a fifth place finish. So, if you keep your nose clean and you stay on the track, and you just have a solid lap, you don't have to be the fastest. You can end up with a top 5 finish here pretty easy, actually.
Yeah, it's like I say, man, I'm not the best at road courses, especially in these cars because they're really heavy. I try to remember just to race the track. If somebody's faster than me, I'll let him go and just hope I can stay on the track and be around at the end. I know if I start trying to put pressure on, or I start trying to like hold my line and not let them go by when they're obviously light years faster than me, I end up blowing it. So it's tough, man. It is definitely tough. And this configuration would take me a while to get used to.
Yeah, these cars, like you said, they're so heavy. And if you even veer off of a turn and you get into the bumps really hard, you can cause yourself some damage and lose some speed.
We're going to see that tonight. Hey, Judy, thank you, and hope you're doing well. We have Judy Jenkins. She's always watching the races. She's a diehard. She's definitely a diehard.
Yeah, she watches every week whenever the boys are running with the Soma series, and we always give her a shout out. Hi, Judy.
All right, so don't forget you're watching Diehard Racing League. This is the Infinite Hero Cup Series. We're at Chase Race number 2 at Sonoma. We got 45 laps, and the pace car is going in. We're going to be bringing this thing to green. Adam Matz is leading the pack as they come through this little hairpin turn, coming up to the start-finish. And good luck, drivers. And we are green. It's like a pretty decent start. Adam Matz on a pretty good tear here so far. Get the ticker pulled up here. Yeah, look, pretty quick, single filed out, which is probably the safest thing that you want to do right here, right now.
Yeah, nice smooth start for everybody. Kind of got their own line going, and leaders heading into turn 6 here.
I'm glad you know the numbers of all these turns, man, because I am lost.
Nah, I printed a map out.
You're smart. Maybe that's what I should have been doing.
Adam, here in the lead, he's got Matthew putting some pressure on him.
Yeah, Matthew Hulse, man, he's pretty new to the league, but he's been fast since the day he's got here. Look at the field, man. That is so cool watching these guys come ripping through those S's like that. We have a camera set up down at the bottom here by pit road entrance, right on the U. And let's see what it looks like here with the cars coming in and coming through. Figure, sometimes you see a lot of action over here. Guys coming in really hard and not really braking in time. So figure we put a camera over here. And then we have another camera over here. going into turn 1. I believe that's turn 1, right? Right after the start-finish line.
Yeah, it's going to be that slight left hand. Adam Matz leads that first lap tonight, and he's got 108, 3/10 behind him. Kind of sitting back running his own line here.
And then you go back to Steve Yenich in 3rd, Travis McDaniel, another fast driver, in 4th, and then our very own SR Broadcasting Wingnut in the 188 sitting in 5th. He's the Australian mate. He loves them road courses, man. He usually does pretty good. He did really good on the Roval. I want to jump inside. Let's take a lap with Wingy. Take a lap inside with Wingnut and listen to how he's running this here. It's a pretty cool configuration. I just would really need a bunch of time to learn it because I don't know this configuration at all. And look at him sawing that wheel, man, back and forth.
He's working it pretty hard there, trying to catch up to Travis.
Watch him as he comes down here to this. I guess, what is this, like the hairpin?
Yeah, turn 11. Going to be pretty much a U shape. He's going to crank it hard to the right here. Try to get on the throttle and not lose the rear end. And then they're going to head off into turn 12 here. It's going to be a little hard to the left. Going to come back to the start-finish line and just another left up a 13-degree elevation hill here, going into turn 2. And you feel him sliding the tires there a little bit. Then he's going to get a little straight stretch, and he's going to make a left. Pretty decently hard left here into turn 3. And then the next right he makes, they actually call turn 3A. Travis got a little loose there. And then he's going to slow down and make pretty much another 2 turns. This is going to be turn 4. And then he's going to hit turn 5.
Yeah, and I
He's
think
coming back around here.
I think 5 is what they call they've been calling the carousel. Kind of like a carousel downhill too, man. That's got to be pretty wicked.
Yes, I mean, they said there's 12 turns here, but there's actually about 15.
And look at this. We have Brad Speidel, Jeff Yenich side by side. Looks like Yenich is going to complete the pass. Take that spot from Speidel. Going to move Yenich up to 6th. Let's go up front real quick and take a look. Yeah, Adam Matt's still out front by about 0.7 right now being shown. And what happened to Travis McDaniel? He lost a spot to Steve Yenich. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think Steve was there. Never mind. He's going to lose that spot now to Wingnut. So Wingnut's going to move into 4th. If he can get out of that turn good. Yeah, he did pretty good. And here comes Jeff Yenich now, going to look to the back of the 165.
Yeah, everybody kind of bunched up there in 11, and it got real tight. Now they're spread back out here.
And I'm seeing, let's see, where's the Saulnier back here with Adam Lewis? I wonder if they had a little incident because I saw them kind of slowed.
Got one off in the grass here.
Who's that? Wingnut. Yeah, oh, Wingy.
3 or 4 positions here as Craig goes by. And the 19 gets by.
Yeah, look at Cray on the back of Rob Jenkins right there. Going to try to take him on the inside. Yeah, Rob's going to let him go. Wingnut's going to try and sneak it in. Yeah, it looks like he's going to let Wingnut go. That's pretty smart, though. Let him go, man. Don't race him. Race the track. That's what I would have to do. Look at this. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd real close together. Man, they were all just bunched up right there.
Yeah, Yenich seems to be the guy on the move right now.
Yes, Yenich had almost 5 wins in a row, and he's won a bunch. He was last week's winner also. So he is definitely one to watch out for.
Yeah, he's running about 3/4 of a second faster last lap. So he's going to hold back and just try to pick a spot here as he closes the back bumper of the 108.
And look at Matt's. Matt's doing a really good job holding on, leading some laps here, man. He's got a nice pull right there. This is where guys get in trouble coming out of this second turn, or that 1A or whatever it's called. That's where Wingnut went up into the grass and the dirt. A lot of guys overshoot that. Go back here to Mark Jenkins in the 33. He's sitting back in 10th. Right in front of him is Rob Jenkins. And then right in front of them is Todd Cray. And Todd Cray slowly looks like he's trying to close in on Wingnut.
Yeah, Wingnut lost that spot to Cray, and he got it back here in the last half a lap off of Cray. Cray got a little bit loose, and Wingnut got underneath him, took that spot back after he got in the grass. So he's trying to collect himself up here. And we got action up front.
Yeah,
108 takes the lead.
Yeah, Hulse got by, and we missed it. And look at him. He looks like now that he's got by, he's going to throw that sucker in super drive. But he might have needed just some open road in front of him to be able to tear it out, because he was pretty quick during practice.
Yeah, he was all over the back bumper of the 59, and the 59 kind of just drifted high and let him have the spot. So nothing too exciting, but smart road racing.
Yeah, we see a lot of guys get in trouble here in the hairpin, like on the inside right here, where, who is that? Jeff Yenish just overtook McDaniel. A lot of times you'll see guys come in really hot and jam on the brakes, and the guy on the outside usually ends up paying for it. Take a look at the weather here real quick. We're at 110 degrees on the track. That's not too bad. We got 111 miles of racing, so I mean, it don't really seem like a whole lot when you say 45 laps, but when you look at the size of the track, 111 miles, that's a pretty decent size race.
Oh yeah, it'll wear on you. I mean, we're running a minute 39-second laps. That's what the leader's running, and I'll tell you, 20 laps into this thing, there's going to be mentally shot. We're going to be looking at green flag pit stops around lap 20-21. And it's going to be a 2 stops. So we'll see some strategy once tires start wearing. If this, 21 laps, 42, be their next stop window. So I'm sure somebody's going to short pit on fresh tires and try to make up a lot of spots.
Yeah. I was going to say, especially with somebody will probably try to save. We have a lot of guys here that are good fuel strategists, so curious to see how that's going to work out. And
one hard thing about saving fuel here at Sonoma is the elevation changed so much, you lose a lot of speed, and if you don't pay attention, you'll be going a lot slower than you want to be.
Yeah. Watching, we're inside with Rob Jenkins right now, going through the S's, and you can see, man, that the car is just bouncing all over. Take a lap around with them so you get to see what it's like from inside. And you hear like that kind of when he's downshifting, almost wanting a wheel hop. Take a look from the nose. Skies look pretty good. Looking back, you can see, I believe that's Mark Jenkins and Patrick DeSonia. You can just barely see them back there. I'm going to leave the in-car up. And let me go to the top 3 for a little bit. Give us a little bit more viewing room. Meanwhile, Adam Matt's still holding on to second. And Steve Yenish, who was on the charge, kind of settling back a little bit. There's a big distance between first to second and second to third. Almost an equal distance both directions.
Yeah, Mark Jenkins just slid off the track a little bit and collected it up there before Adam Lewis caught up to him.
The worst is, like I know you said you don't really like road courses all that much. When you forget what turn you're at and you're not sure what gear or you're braking you're supposed to be, man, that can really throw you off.
Yeah, for sure. I honestly actually run the automatic on road courses.
Do you?
Yep.
It seem to help?
Watkins Glen, the one turn it's bad for, but if you get ready for it every time. But there it's pretty easy. Here, I don't know. There's a lot more. You're gonna be shifted a lot more.
We were just looking back from Brad Speidel, and you can see Travis McDaniel hit that bump stop, man, and that car was like airborne. That whole right side was lifted up pretty high. I remember after one of the updates, man, it was last year sometime, or probably about last year sometime, we were racing at Sonoma, and it was the old configuration. So when you came up through turn 1 and whatever that is, 2 and 3, 2A, you kept going straight for a little while, and you hit that one, the car would just flip over, literally just flip over. Like it would just launch. It was crazy. They had to come out with a quick patch to fix that. But it took a lot of us by surprise.
Yeah, sometimes they have after updates, they have some crazy spots on some tracks.
And it was funny too, because I was driving and I hit it. Next thing you know, I was on my roof. Somebody following me did the same thing. They were on their roof. Couple guys. We were like, wow. So during the race, you had to, really be careful about hitting a couple of them. If you wanted to finish the race, and we already were committed to the race, so we couldn't reschedule. But it was cool. Definitely interesting.
Oh, Speidel's in the wall, and he's into Travis at the start-finish line there.
Let me back that up and see.
I was in the chopper view and caught that.
See, we just backed up. Oh, yeah, the back end came out.
Yeah, Speidel's got some right front damage. He should be good to go. Might actually loosen him up a little bit.
It'd be something if it gives him the grip that he's looking for now, right?
Yeah, I mean, it might help him out. Coming off a 10 there, he lost the rear end and collected up Travis. Tried to stay out of the way, but he beyond that point.
We got a little something brewing over here for second place. Steve Yenish was just right at the bumper of Matt's. We'll keep an eye on these two for a little bit. See if Yenish can set him up for this hairpin down at the bottom, or try to get side by side to him going into one. See who outbreaks who. Both do a good job getting in. Yeah, look at Yenish try. He was like, you could see he sees that side open up. But Mats is really good, man. Coming out of that turn through the start finish, he got a good pull even when he was leading this thing. Right here is where Steve closes in on him.
Yeah, it's kind of one of them things where you fall into where everybody's following each other, and it's really hard to find places to pass here. Like through turn 3 at 3A and the 4, that's a good spot. And 11, if you can outbrake the other person and get a nose in there, it's a great spot to pass here. But other than that, you just kind of follow the person in front of you until you can get that opportunity to do it.
Try to give them enough of you in the mirror to make them miss their marks, Let's look back from Adam Matz for a little bit. And then, have you ever rode the drag strip over here?
No, I have not.
Oh, dude, it's so much fun.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Oh, yeah.
Is it just because I just bought the track?
Oh, that's right. I forgot you didn't have this track. Yeah, you can. You technically can't set it up to run the strip, but you can run the strip. Buddy of ours has a league, but it's kind of like on hold right now. But for a while, it was called Drag Kings, and they adminned everything. And we sat and we all waited in line, and you got your lane choice, and then we did eliminations, and they had this countdown beeper that kind of went, beep, 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 beep. And that fourth beep, you took off. And the one admin was right above the line to make sure the cars see if somebody jumped. And dude, it was just so much fun. Even Rudy over at Max Speed TV was broadcasting a couple of the races for us for fun, man. It was really fun. It's cool. They really need to bring that so you can get on there. That is awesome.
Yeah, that would be a good time.
I have to get together with you one time. We'll throw this track up there, man, and get a couple guys and just go out there and have some fun. Dude, you'll love it. Yeah, so the way it looks right now, we're just still sitting about the same. Matthew Hall is out front. Adam Matz sitting in second. Steve Yenich still sitting in third. Let me put the ticker back up. Jeff Yenich sitting in fourth. Wingnut sitting in fifth. Todd Cray is in sixth. The Solnier now up to seventh. Rob Jenkins back to eighth. Mark Jenkins in ninth. Adam Lewis back in 10th. And Travis McDaniel is in the pits, I believe, getting damage repaired, as well as Brad Speidel. Cody Franklin and Mike Major did not take the field. Yeah, McDaniel and Speidel both getting some damage repaired. And look at Steve Yenich still right there in the back of Adam Matz. Just, this could be it, maybe. Watch Matt's pull here. He's got such a good runoff.
Yeah, Yenich keeps running him in like a yo-yo, and then back out he goes.
And this is where everybody gets in trouble, right here. And they both do good, man. These guys are really focused. Look at, here we go. This could be it. And he's on the outside. I don't think it's going to work, but maybe on the inside here. Yeah, Steve Yenich going to go to second.
Yeah, just one of them spots I was just talking about where you can get a good run and a pass. It's 3 and 3A there, and that's what Steve Yenich does.
Tell you what, Matz is being really strong here tonight.
Yeah, Yenich gets to run his own line now here, so we'll see if he can wind in the leader.
Yeah, he's got a little ways to go. He's got about 5.5 seconds to the leader. It looks like...
Yeah, the 108 is running the fastest laps of anybody right now. So we'll see if Steve's out of traffic here, if he can match that or do a little bit better, try to pull him in as we're on lap 12. So we'll be looking to pit here about 8 laps or so.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how the pit stops are going to go here. Looks like Speidel and McDaniel maybe they took it behind the wall because they're both still sitting in the pits and maybe they've retired. Let me see something. Is Speidel one of the drivers? No, he's not one of the drivers in this. So he doesn't really have anything to lose by sitting. It looks like right now it would be, I think, Travis McDaniel will be the second driver eliminated. By the way it looks as of right now. I don't know if he's going to come back out or not. He is only 3 laps down. I say it only 3 laps down, but so let's go back and see what we got going on here. We got Wingnut in 5th, Todd Cray in 6th, not too far behind him. Probably the closest to, I think, on track right now at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I really didn't feel that the damage was bad enough on McDaniel and Speidel to sit on pit road this long, repairing damage, especially Travis being in the chase here.
Yeah, that's what I thought, like him being in the chase for sure, but I'm really surprised to see him sitting because he had a really good chance at it too. Unless there was a lot more damage, maybe the car just was junk.
It may have been, because he still was actually ahead of Todd Cray, but must be hard to handle. So maybe he's going to repair it and he'll get back out there.
I'm inside with Todd Cray right now. I'm watching him drive through here, see if he can do anything with Wingnut. Wingnut's holding his own at the moment. He's doing pretty good. Hear him pour it on there for a minute. You see Cray, he's still the same. He likes to throw that car around. Oh, he might have it.
He rotated it way over there.
Yeah, he wasn't able to do anything with it right there.
See, going into 3, if you can get that run that Yanich got earlier, that slides the front end, so he's not going to get it here.
And the pressure's on Wingnut to perform here. But look at Steve Yanich. He's got him down to 4.6, so he pulled 1 second on him so far. Because he was about 5.5 back, so he is slowly closing in. He was a little bit faster that last lap. Matthew was a 141.6, and Steve Yanich was a 141.2. So if Steve can put a few more laps like that, these guys will be going into the pit probably together. It's going to be who makes a mistake, who doesn't make a mistake, and how far they get out. Back to Jeff Yanich sitting here in 4th. Yeah, dude, we'll have to get you out here one night when we all got time, and we'll get a couple of guys together and do some drag racing. Oh, Mark Jenkins in the grass. He's back out on track. And DeSaunier said he thought he'd be done in a couple laps. He's doing pretty good. He's hanging on to 7th. He's got Rob Jenkins behind him.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's kept it on the track, so decent run.
Yeah, not bad. Go back up here to Todd Cray and Wingnut. Wingnut's slowly leaving Todd Cray back. He's definitely pulling away. Go back up to Steve Yanich now 3.7 now behind. So he's definitely closing in on Matthew. Look at the time difference too. Matthew 141.9, Steve Yanich 141.2 again. You'll see Steve on a lot of races, man. He has a good long run car. He's usually really good at saving tires too. So I wonder if that's part of why he's got so much speed right now.
Yeah, could be. He's pretty much fast everywhere.
And look at who is that? Mark Jenkins just got passed by Halls. He's going to be in front of Steve here, so we'll see if that's going to have Steve lose any time, or Steve going to be able to use it to his advantage. So far, pretty good. You know, most of the guys are still on track. Guys have been on track, doing a pretty good job of driving these cars around. They're really heavy on road courses. They're not, you know, for most of us, it's not very enjoyable because they don't really handle the same. I was doing the Delara F3 running around Watkins Glen, and oh, dude, that is so much fun.
I don't have much experience with road courses at anything.
The Glen's a nice track. Even if you get on there like in the trucks or the Xfinity or something like that, they're a lot of fun, man.
We ran street stocks in the on the Roval, and that was pretty interesting. It was fun.
I was way against the Roval when it first came out, but I ran it a couple of times. Wingnut actually spent some time with me during practice to get me around that track, and I had a pretty good run. I wasn't, you know, up in the front competitive, but, you know, I was able to finish the race, so I'll take it. That's like a win for me. Meanwhile, Matthew Hall's still sitting out here in the front. You see something here. Did I fix it or not? No, I did not.
That gap's down to 3.5 seconds now, so he's on the move here.
I'm just curious if he's going to catch him before they have to pit, or are they going to go into pit row together? Obviously, it'll be a green flag pit, so guys are really going to have to pay attention to their speed. And some guys are a little bit more aggressive than others, so they get a couple of more tenths.
Yeah, if I'm Yenich, I'm going to follow the 108 into the pits because Yenich ran a 142 as his last lap, and his best was a 138.6. So there's a couple seconds there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And if you look at the times, they both just ran 142.1 for Matthew and a 142.0 for Steve. So very close. It's like Matthew must see him coming up on getting a little bit closer on him, maybe starting to put it back down. Jump up to the blimp view so you can see the car there in the front is the leader. The blue car there is second place. And that's the distance between them. And look, we're right over the drag strip there by that building. I don't usually use the blimp view all that much, but for a track like this is good.
Yeah, that's what I've been using.
Yeah, they usually, when we do the drag strip, they stage you by that building, and then the admins would call you, and they would be like, JC, Paul, and if you won one of the rounds, you'd get lane choice, so you'd pick right or left. They'd get you up to the line, then get me up to the line, and tell us, okay, you guys are set. There's no tree, so they would hit over the team speak. They would hit the beeper countdown, and beep, 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 bah, and it was just like, go, dude. You see a lot. It's just crazy.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to do that.
We done them in the Cup car. We done them in the Xfinity. We done them in the truck. We've done them in the Corvette. We done them in the Cadillac. We've done them in the K&N. I mean, like, we were just trying all different kind of cars there, man. And it's just sick. Some cars launch, and some cars are just like, dude, you feel like you're starting in fourth gear, man. Just like you drag, you know. And it's a couple of the races were really cool because at the finish line, it's like, you know, side by side. You don't really know who's gonna get there. You know, it's amazing, dude. It's so much fun. I really wish they would bring drag racing into here next. Used to have it on something. I forget what it was called. I don't know if it was on R Factor or something, but there was a drag race one, but it wasn't really good. They really needed to work on it, but the little bit we got it working, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, now we're hitting some of these straight stretches here, and the 108's looking at his mirror, and he can see the 27 now.
Yeah, he's definitely closed in. Same thing here now. Rob Jenkins closing in on Patrick Desaulnier for 7th place. He's definitely a lot closer than he was before. I think Desaulnier may be looking back more than he's looking ahead. I say that and he kind of pulls away a little bit. It's making me itch to get out here and try the Dallara on this track. Go back to Adam Lewis. Mark Jenkins again, getting a little active with that grass. Hanging on to 10th. He is down 1 lap. So far, the drivers that are off the track are Travis McDaniel, Brad Speidel, Cody Franklin, Mike Major. Yeah, I don't think Mark Jenkins is liking that car all too much because he just went trying to get the John Deere sticker to mow the lawn. And so far, the leaders are still out. Coming to lap 20, we should be pitting within probably the next couple laps. Because I think what they say is about 21, 22 laps on fuel.
Yeah, and Yenich got us down to 2.5 seconds now. So he's been chipping away here lap after lap. And we're getting ready to hit some lap traffic
I was
here,
just,
so
yep. Just
I
going to
mean,
say.
I would say that if I'm the leader, if I don't catch him now, I'm going to pit so I don't have to deal with him.
Yep.
And there's a pass going on in front of him, too, so.
Yeah, the Soldier just went by Adam Lewis. Adam Lewis there in that number 42. 108 gets by. Now we'll have to keep an eye on Matthew Hulse in the 108 and see if he comes down pit road. And then obviously if Steve Yenich follows him down. And like you said, if I was Steve, if I see the leader go in, I'm going in. There's no way I'm staying out. But Steve's got a plan. Keep it.
Yeah, I'm the 108. I'm just probably going to do it right now instead of battle for a spot here. Oof.
Yeah. Oh, that's close. Oh, that was scary.
Guess he don't have to battle for that spot. He just took it.
And he's not coming in, and either is Steve. Now, Steve has to deal with the 93 of the Soldier. Oh, the Soldier moving right out of his way.
Yeah, so that closes it up with that lap traffic to 1 second here, hitting lap 21.
Now it's just a matter of Matthew makes a mistake or Steve makes a mistake.
Yeah, so if they stretch this out to 23 laps, I would assume they're going to just be able to do 45 laps here on one stop. Depends on how hard they got to race each other here towards the end.
That'd be pretty sad. Both run out right there at the with like a lap to go from running so hard.
I mean, I've never went to a racetrack and finished second, so.
I'm curious to see, are they going to come in this time or are we staying out still?
I'd say now that we're to this point, if they could probably stretch one more, they will.
Like Matthew's car, he's got the old Budweiser scheme there. How about some of the throwback schemes that are on the 80s cars that are out now, man? Some of them are pretty cool. Remind me of back in the day. And look.
Oh, yeah. For car painter right now, it's a good business because everybody's wanting them old school paint schemes.
Look at that. They both stay out again. So I think they can make it on one stop. Well,
Yeah.
just
I think
about.
so.
Yeah, because we're at 22, so that'd be 44. Yeah, it might be close. If they stay out again, then you know for sure they can make it.
Yeah, Jenkins looking to get out of the way here. Sometimes when you're trying to get out of the way, it's hard to know where to go.
I know. You don't know, should I go to the inside, the outside, man? And you end up being in the middle of it. And you're like, yeah, I was trying to get out of the way. They're like, yeah, okay. There you were. Well, there you go. Look at the 10. You got Matthew Hall, Steve Yenich, Adam Matz, Jeff Yenich, Wingnut. You got Todd Cray, Rob Jenkins, Patrick DeSaulnier, Adam Lewis, Mike Major. Mike Major, how's he getting the 10?
I'm still showing it 14th.
Yeah, it should be. It should actually be Mark Jenkins. I don't know why it's showing Major. Something definitely goofy. But yeah, it's Mark Jenkins' intent. Weird. My overlay's showing Mike Major intent. Told you, man. One update and like everything's back. Oh, Steve Yenich comes in and the 108 stays out. So wow, this is kind of odd now.
Yeah, so maybe Yenich had to come in for fuel, but he's going to make it if he can run the same fuel mileage the second half of this race. And he's going to gain probably at least 2 or 3 seconds after the fuel and tires here.
Yeah, this might be the move. That could be the winning move right there. So I can't imagine Hulse passing pit road this time. So we have Steve Yenich in, Adam Matz is in. Let's see what Wingnut does. Wingnut's staying out. Let's see what Todd Cray does. It looks like Cray is coming in. And then the next one in line would be DeSaulnier. Yeah, Todd Cray's coming in. Oh, DeSaulnier up on the hill. Speaking of him, right at the carousel. I'm sure he was not enjoying that ride too much. Watch Matthew Hulse. See if he's going to make his way down. He's got it. He's coming to lap 24. I can't imagine him doing another lap. Yeah,
he's coming.
I was going to say, I can't imagine him doing another lap. So that should, well, I think Jeff Yenich is going to probably come in too. Let's keep an eye on him. If he doesn't come in, that'll give the lead up to him. Get a 27, look, fresh tires and fuel. Like, excuse me, I need to get by. Yeah, he's got to be coming in. I can't imagine him going around. Yeah. So that should give it back up to the 27. Steve Yenich should take over the lead here.
Yep, he should.
Yes, sir. Steve Yenich back. But look at Hulse. Look where he is.
Yeah, that's just a lap difference, and then the 45 went straight into the wall there.
Oh, did he? Oh, yeah, Adam Lewis.
42, I'm sorry. Wrong number.
Yeah, it looked like a 5, though. All right, so there's a 1 lap difference between Yenich and Hulse. This is definitely going to be interesting. Both of them right now are don't really have any pressure around them. Is Hulse going to be able to take 1 lap fresher tires and chase Steve down, or is Steve just on a mission and gone? Oh, no. And Steve has to stop because the 93 came down in front of him. Did you see that?
Yeah, I was on the camera with it. It was close.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, the 108 to really close up here on Yenich.
Oh, man. And here he goes for the pass to the inside. And they're going to battle it? No, Steve's going to let him take it. Wow. I mean, that could have been a lot worse. Steve could have hit the 93, and that could have been the end of his night. But, wow. I have to go back and see that again. Let's look at it from inside Steve's car. Look at that. Right here. Oh, I got to back that up one more time. Watch, he's coming down around the carousel. Here comes a 93 out of the grass. Wow. And that's what killed him right there. Is that let Matthew Hulse close in and take that lead right back.
It's going to be interesting here because we know that Yenich is faster on older tires because he wound him in 5 seconds, obviously, in that first run. So we'll see if Steve lets him wear his tire out and then tries to wind him in here with like 10 to go or so.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's actually wanting to get the lead back here. He's not really letting him get away at all.
Could be just trying to get him to watch the back and make a mistake. Miss that. He only needs to miss 1 turn. See, now, if you're the guy in front, do you watch behind you or do you just focus on the front and don't worry about it?
I I'm naturally going to look in my mirror like crazy, probably more than I am up front.
Yep.
Like right now, I'd be looking in my mirror and seeing how hard he closed up there, and maybe think of what I need to do to brake harder into that turn or change my angle to carry more speed through it.
Yep. Try to get away.
And then I would, the next lap, maybe probably smack the wall because I do it wrong.
That sounds about right.
But then I'd forget which turn I was in, so I would do it wrong anyways.
Oh, I know. I hate when I forget. Here they come. Not bad. Both of them in pretty good. The one to wait a little bit tighter in. Both with a good runoff. Let's take a look through, see what's going on here. We got Adam Matz. I believe Adam Matz is pretty much by himself. So let's go back to Jeff Yenish. I don't really see anybody around him. Wingnut by himself. Todd Crace still in this one, up in 6th. And Adam Lewis, I believe, yeah, in the 42, he was into the wall a little bit early, but the car seems to be okay. Doesn't really look bad. A couple little scuffs, nothing major. And then DeSaulnier there in the 93. Oh, dude, he was almost the guy that you don't want to be. The one who took out the leader.
Yeah, meanwhile, it looks like maybe Mark and Rob said, hey, I'd rather do circles. We're going to go ahead and get out of here.
Yeah, they end up parking it. Says 20 laps to go. That's a long time still.
Yeah, so Judy, you get an early night tonight. So, I mean, I don't blame him. I'd go to bed over run road courses myself.
If you try it in the Dallara, in one of them.
No, but we got Cassanier into the wall hard before turn 11.
Oh, really?
He's just having a handful with that 93. And he's into the wall again.
Yeah, we're watching him right now on the replay. Oh, back into it again. Is he going to just take it to the garage?
No, he's
No. I'm surprised he didn't just take it to the garage. Look back now at Holtz and Yenish. Holtz got to pull away a little bit, 2.7.
Yeah, I don't think Yanich is too worried.
No. You saw him towards the end of that run there. He had him down to 2.5 from 5 point something. So I'm sure he's got to be remembering that.
He's going to make it here exciting here at the end.
Let's go through. Let's take a quick run through the field here. Let's see. We have Patrick DeSaulnier. He started 12th. He is in 8th. We saw he's having a little bit of troubles, but he's still running, so that's good. Adam Lewis is in the pits. He's 7th, so I think DeSaulnier is probably going to take that spot. Todd Cray with no hood and no nose.
Yeah, I was going to say, I just flipped over to Todd here, and he must have had an incident there somewhere.
A big incident.
Yeah, he lost the whole front end of that thing.
We got to look a little closer at that. Yeah, that's open wheel material. Then you got Wingnut. Let's see. Started 5th. He is in 5th. Still got his whole car together. A little bit of a slide coming out of the carousel.
And actually, I'll interrupt you here for a second. I was watching, and it was this lap where Cray got off a turn and went head first into the tires.
Oh.
That's where he lost his nose at.
I don't think he has to worry about overheating.
Nah, should be good on that front.
Cray's another one, man. He's another fast driver too. These road courses, dude, for guys like us that are used to the circles, these road courses are just like throwing a wrench into it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, but for the way the points are going, Cray's going to advance here, I believe, since Travis McDonald's out of the race.
Yeah, because Travis McDaniel and I think Mark Jenkins was still in this one. Let me pull it back up again. Yeah, Mark Jenkins, Travis McDaniel, and Seth Schultz. So out of those three, obviously Seth Schultz will be one. So it's going to be between McDaniel and Mark Jenkins right now, the way they sit.
Yeah, Cray's going to be just happy to get out of here and still be involved in the chase.
Yeah, Pocono will be next. And Pocono is a pretty decent track. And then Kentucky will be, I believe, the final race. Kentucky was a lot of fun with his update. Oh, the 27 Steve Yanis just almost lost it back there.
Yeah, 108's about 3/10 faster than him right now, so he might start walking away here.
Let's see what the temperature is. That have any difference? Yeah, about 117. So we're 6 degrees higher than what we were. We were at 111. Don't forget, everybody, this is Diehard Racing Leagues. This is the InfiniteHero.org Cup Series. We're slowly winding this season down. We're at Chase Race number 2 at Sonoma. We'll be back next week for Chase Race number 3 at Pocono. We do want to give a shout out to InfiniteHero.org for coming on and sponsoring these guys for the season. If you can, go online, type in InfiniteHero.org, go see some of the things that they do. As people are really amazing what they do to a lot of the veterans, for a lot of the veterans. If you can get involved, get involved. I know things are kind of crazy right now, but you know, these guys do such a great job for the veterans. So go look them up, InfiniteHero.org. And big shout out for them to coming on to DRL and sponsoring them for this series. Been a lot of fun, some great racing going on. While we were doing that, I saw Steve Yanis get by the 42. I wasn't sure if there was going to be any contact, but they seemed to get by pretty good. Yeah, we are pretty spread out.
Yeah, typical long flag run here for a road course. Everybody kind of just gets spread out, runs their own race.
Well, you've seen too, because you raced with these guys a lot. A lot of the races that we did, man, for a few weeks, we were like 1 caution and 0 caution for like mega laps, you know. And I was like, oh my goodness, man, we need 1 caution because I need to drink. I mean, we go like, you know, we need to take a break. Come on, guys, how about a caution? And these guys would run green. But look at our boy Wingnut down there. He's doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's looking like he's going to hold on to top 5 here.
Started 5th. Looks like if he doesn't make any mistakes, he can get out of here in 5th. He can have something to brag about next week.
Hey, if I was running a road course and there was only 5 cars and I finished last, I would still brag I got a top 5.
That's what I say. Just finishing the race is good enough for me, man. And I like, if you look at the hood of his car, I used to always tease him a lot. Let me see if I can get it. Hungry Jacks. I used to always, when he first told me about Hungry Jacks, because, you know, he's in Australia, so I asked him what they have for food and fast foods and different things out there, you know, just curious to know what kind of stuff is there. And he told me about Hungry Jacks, so I used to always bother him when he'd get in the booth. I'd be like, get you Hungry Jacks. He'd be like, oh, come on, man.
So what is it?
It's like a Burger King, he said, almost.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like the kangaroo meat?
You know, I don't know. I never asked him about that. That might have to be in an interview. But he's funny. He had a mouse, I guess, in his house bothering him for quite a while. And then he had this spider that was supposedly the size of a dinner plate. And it was living up somewhere in the house. And he's like, I ain't even going to bother it, man. I don't know if I'd be comfortable with a spider the size of a dinner plate, man.
No, not at all.
Look at the leader right here. Matthew Halls is closing in on the 21 of Todd Cray. Todd Cray will go a lap down here. And he does move out of the way and let him go by. So not going to help Steve Yenish out any.
Yeah, he's got it almost pulled up to a 5-second lead here.
Which he was.
Started, got to about 5 seconds last time, and Yenich started rolling him in. So, I mean, 32 of 45 now. It's kind of time for Yenich to get moving.
I want to jump inside with Todd Cray. I want to see if you can see the damage from inside the car. No, not really.
No, but I was running with him after he lost the front end, and the car's just a handful. It just pushes every turn. So he's hanging on to finish this race for sure.
I'm going to take a lap around here with the 108 of Matthew Halls, and then we'll take a lap around with second place Steve Yenish and kind of just see the differences in driving, braking, and corner entry. Just curious to see how each driver is going through. Like you see him through the S's right now.
Yeah, he's just so smooth. There's no, you don't see him jerking the wheel around like in the other ride-alongs we've done. He's just smooth to the gears. Makes me kind of jealous watching him. And he's heading off into turn 11 here, and he's going to be fully out of the throttle.
And you hear him, nice downshifts, nice and easy. Kind of pushing the car to the edge right there. You can hear that tire scrub, just kind of wanting to slide the car off into the wall.
Yeah, he's just so smooth on the wheel.
I remember the first time I got on this track with VR. Oh my goodness, dude. Coming up over the hills like this to get into the turns, and you're not really sure where it starts. All right, so let's jump in now with, I'll give it a second. We'll jump in with Yenich because I want to go through the S's with Yenich and see how he's handling them. Okay, so we'll jump back into Yenich now.
The one thing I noticed riding along with Yenich is he's maxing out the engine more, and you'll see, I mean, you'll see the tachometer that's bouncing back and forth that's on the dash. It'll hit red a lot more than the 108 has. You can also tell by the sound of the engine, he's got it wound up just a little bit more.
Yeah.
You see him there maxing out at 9,700.
Almost like he's got those gears at the top.
So whatever you're maxing that out, and we're talking about fuel saving, he is not saving any.
There is no saving going on. He's.
And I mean, it's funny because they're running, you know, about the same time that lap, but you can just feel when you're in the Yenich's cockpit that he's working and revving so much harder than the 108 is.
Yeah.
108's like on a Sunday drive.
I was just gonna say it's like he's on a Sunday drive, man.
Yeah, Yenich is really wheeling that thing.
It's amazing that you can, one guy can drive kind of easy, the other guy can be like really pushing it that hard, and their times are very close. You would think Matthews would be a whole lot slower because he's kind of taking it easy, but it just shows you, man. Let's run back to, let's see, Adam Lewis. Yeah, I can't believe Craig's car, man. Look at that.
Yeah, we're coming up here on 10 to go, and I mean, I think Yetta just lost touch. 108's going to have to really screw up.
Yeah, I wonder if the track really changed that much. I mean, we went up 6 degrees in temperature. I wonder if that's got anything to really do with it.
You definitely, you're going to slide the nose more.
Let's jump in with Jeff Yanish. Let's see how he is on going through. Is he red limiter? Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually only running about 0.3 slower than the leaders right now.
He's not as wound up as Steve. He's kind of like in the middle of both of them. I noticed when we were in with Matthew was downshifting a little bit later too. Like a lot more easier, but later too. So now let's jump in with Adam Matz, who started on the pole.
Yeah, Yanich would just lost it there a little bit, kind of collected up. Jeff did.
Just as we got out.
Yep.
Yeah, Adam Matz, though, doing good. Started on the pole. He's hanging on the third. He's had a pretty good season.
Yeah, he's got that up to 6.4. And he was about 0.4 faster that last lap.
Oh, yeah. Adam Matt's doing pretty good. Let's go back outside. They give each other plenty room. So we have 7 left running. Oh no, 9 left running, because now Speidel and McDaniel are back out on the track. So McDaniel may end up moving up, and it may be Mark Jenkins. I don't know if he's going to have enough laps. Yeah, he should. He might be able to pass him. It's going to be close. All of a sudden, he just popped up on my radar.
Yeah, I actually think that he will pass him.
So that'll be, if he does, then that'll eliminate Mark Jenkins and Seth Schultz. And I guess it's true what they say. It ain't over till it's over, man.
Yeah, and with the new update on these Cup cars, you actually, if you sit there the whole time, it repairs your car to 100%.
For real.
If you pull out with like 5 seconds left, your car is not repaired 100%. But if you wait that extra 5 seconds, it's 100%.
That's good to know. Yeah, his car doesn't really look bad. I don't know what it looked like when he went in, because I didn't see him go in. I know he got hit in the door.
I got a good look at Spidle's car on pit road. I went all the way around it, so I'll peek and see what we got.
Yeah,
Here.
let me see. Spital's car don't even look bad right there.
Yeah, it's got the right quarter crinkled a little bit, but not bad.
Yeah, even the right rear a little bit too, but not like horrific, you know.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. He's not 100% repaired, but I just know from one of the Soma races I did. Actually, it was the one where Hollingsworth hit the pothole, and he sat in the whole time in the pits and came out 100%.
Oh yeah. Is that when he hit that invisible wall or whatever it was?
Yeah, I have no clue
Yeah.
what that was. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
And that took him out of the championship run too. And I don't know if you saw, but at the end there, he was only 18 points away at that last race when they finished. So if he didn't have that glitch or whatever it was, it might have been a lot closer between him and Gemmel, because Gemmel had a rough night that last night.
Yeah, it would have been really close. That's why during the interview with him, I mean, I said, man, with Gemmel having a bad night, you led some laps, like you might have edged him there in the last
Right.
race if it wasn't for the pothole. But
Oh,
I mean, I guess it happens. He took it really well. Like,
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
yeah. And like we can't have a do-over, you know what I mean? Because you just can't. It's not fair to the other guys, but it's definitely crummy feeling when it's you.
It was definitely probably the craziest thing I've seen in the last 2 years, or the first 2 years I've been on iRacing.
You ever get stuck in the wall?
I've got stuck in the wall in a truck, but I was upside down, stuck in it. I wrecked, so not racing.
I've had one where I don't remember if I got hit, but I slid up to the outside wall with the right front fender, and it was like a magnet. It just stopped the car instantly, and I could not get out. I couldn't back up, couldn't go forward. I ended up having to tow just because I couldn't get off the wall, man.
Yeah, I know in Phoenix I've seen guys go through the 3 and try to get out of the way for lead cars, and they hit where the safer barrier starts, and it's like hitting a telephone pole.
Yep.
Stops you.
You're just like dead stop, and you are there. I'm just keeping an eye on the scoreboard here, trying to see if McDaniel is going to move up any and pass Mark Jenkins. We have 8 laps to go. He's 19 laps down. Jenkins is 16 laps down.
Yeah, I think he's going to do it with like 2 to go here.
And Steve now is 7 seconds behind.
Yeah, Matthew got that tire change, and he was a rocket.
Yeah. He's fast. I'll tell you what, ever since he came to the league, he's been very competitive. Clean driver, too, man. He was definitely a good asset to the league. It's one good thing. That's why I've always done broadcast for Diehard, because I love the way Seth ran the league here. These guys haven't really had much drama. I mean, it's been it's been a really good league. And as a league owner, that's what you want,
Yeah, I mean, everybody was. I came in like 4 or 5 races in, and everybody was really respectable and really cool towards me, talking to them and stuff. And yeah, I'm kind of the driver that I'm not going to wreck anybody. I'll get out of the way for these guys. If you're faster, respectful to get out of the way and
especially if you're
race.
Yeah, and especially if you're not running for the championship. It's one thing if you're running for the championship, you've been here every race, you have that right to fight back. But like, same thing with me. If I'm at somewhere and I know I don't really have a chance, or I'm new to it, I'm like, I don't want to mess anybody up here, man. I always feel like I don't want to be that guy,
Yeah, I mean, I ran a couple decent runs with these guys. They're super fast, and I think I ran top 5 for a little bit, and I can't even remember which track it was, but it's fun. They're fast, they're clean, and like you said, they had so many caution-free races this year. Just shows you the quality of drivers.
And as a broadcaster, you want to see like at least 1 or 2 cautions, man, because it gives you a chance to kind of stop, get a drink, you know what I mean, gather, run a couple of your commercials and stuff for the sponsor. So it's like, you know, you don't get one. It's like, dude, you're like, you know, when it's over.
For sure. I mean, I'm no, we're not going to get one here, but I would love to see a caution with like 2 to go here and see.
Gather it up.
Get fresh tires and go at each other.
Yeah, we just had a comment up there saying that Wingnut should not be in the chase race. I get it, and like I get where you're coming from. The way we would do it in our league is depending on how many races they've run with them. Like Wingnut's run a couple races with them. I would leave it up to the drivers to decide what they want to do. Do they want to let him run or not? I do agree to a point that it could cause a problem, and that would really suck for one of the chase drivers.
Yeah, the way I see it is, you know, last week was the first time I was able to run with these guys for like 6 races, and I kind of just stayed out of the way and just ran some laps and, you know, figured pit strategy out, learned a lot, and you know, Wingnut, if he was up in the top 3 running this race and battling, he's not going to battle anybody where he can take him out. He's a pretty smart driver, smart guy. So, but I mean, there is some guys, you know, you let them in here and they're really good at road courses. Somebody can be all over, you know, Matthew or Steve, and then that's where the problem comes from. But yeah, Wingnut's kind of just running his own race. He hasn't really challenged anybody. He's got out of the way, so there ain't no problem with it, especially a track like this.
And they know him. You know what kind of driver is he? He is a clean driver. I would definitely not let a new driver, somebody that you don't know and don't really know their driving style or their aggressiveness or anything like that, I would definitely not let one of those drivers in that's not known. But, you know, Wingnut's known these guys for a couple years now. He's raced on and off. But I do get where you're coming from. You know, it could be an issue, but I'm sure if it was an issue, I think some of the guys would have spoke up, and you know, Wingnut would have gladly stepped off.
Yeah. Wingnut's kind of a road course specialist, anyways, because they don't have many round tracks over there in Australia. But we're talking here, and Yenich is now 16 seconds behind, so he got off course somewhere.
Yeah, he definitely. Let's go find out. Let's go take a look at him.
It's like he's got a trash front end.
Yeah, he must have slid out somewhere. I was just looking, too. Travis McDaniel did move up 1 spot, and so did Brad Spidle. So now they're 10th and 11th. I'm just waiting to see. He's got 1 more spot to go before he passes Mark Jenkins.
Yeah, I'm running through here. Yenich really don't look like he got off back. Maybe he just got slow. Or might be running some fuel stuff.
Running through the field here, Adam Lewis in the number 42, started 13th. He is holding on to 7th, having a good run. Car looks good, just missing the hood somewhere. So he had a little incident somewhere with something, but obviously not too bad if the car's still running. Let's go. Let's see. Todd Cray. Todd Cray started 7th. He's in 6th. Obviously, see the damage on the front of his car. He said that was from running into the tires, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yanich's front end's good. He might just be slowing down for fuel purposes.
I wonder if that's going to be an issue. Then we have Wingnut in the 188. He started 5th. He's hanging on to 5th in that Hungry Jacks. And we have Jeff Yenich, who started 6th. He's currently sitting 4th. You have Adam Matz, who started on the pole, and he is hanging on to 3rd. He's been top 3 all night. Steve Yenich started 2nd. He's currently sitting in 2nd. And then we go up to our leader, Matthew Hall, started third, hanging on to first, getting a ton of laps led here tonight. And we're coming to be 2 to go next time by. So if, I don't think Steve's going to have anything for him unless Matthew does something catastrophic.
Yeah, he's so smooth. I don't see it being a problem here, but
Now, take a look at your scoreboard because we're going to go over to him now. Travis McDaniel, who started 4th, is currently 9th. So him and Brad Speidel did get in front of Mark Jenkins. So it looks like the 2 drivers that will be eliminated for next week's chase race will probably be, and this is unofficial because it's not my call. I'm not sure what points and what they take into consideration. But it looks like Seth Schultz because he wasn't here tonight, and it'll be Mark Jenkins because Travis McDaniel did pass him on track for position. So that would be my guess. Those would be the 2 drivers that will not advance.
Whoa, 108 went way deep into 11 there, almost up against the wall.
Ooh, let me back that up.
So he's going to lose some speed there, but he had 18-second cushion. So.
Oh, yeah. He might have been daydreaming.
Yeah, he may have.
Because you do that sometimes, you know what I mean? Got nobody around you. Your thoughts start wandering, especially on the road course, man. And like, oh, wake up. So we're at 2 to go, man. Been a pretty good race considering it's, a road course, and we only had a few drivers out here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's been your typical road course race. Wingnut hasn't done anything spectacular. He's just kept the car clean, and he's going to finish on the lead lap in top 5. So
that's a win in my book, man. That is a win in my book.
And you just keep the car clean. Like I said at the beginning when we first started, you're gonna finish top 5. I mean, Todd Cray's gonna be 6th. He's ripped the front end off his car.
Yeah, and Todd Cray's the first car lap down.
Adam Lewis, he was off track a couple times. We caught the 93. He's not a road course guy.
And he is he's
8th right now.
Yeah.
So he might give that spot up to Travis McDaniel, actually, by the time this is over.
I think so.
And Speidel. So, and they had problems, but everybody from 5th back had an issue somewhere, whether it was off track or got into something.
I know if I was out there, I'd have been off track probably a couple times at least. Hopefully, I'd still be running.
Yeah, white flag's out here.
Yeah, final lap. And look at it just got dark.
Yeah, big cloud cover.
Go up to the leader. Yeah, he's kind of in between traffic, but he doesn't have any pressure. He doesn't even have to try to pass if he really doesn't want to. Or
20-second cushion.
I would just drive. But, when you're racing, it's tough to stay behind somebody. 42.
42 is going to get out of the way.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. See if he can keep it together. A couple more turns. Car's looking good. Get him coming a little bit closer here to claiming that victory.
Yeah, he just ran a really good race, and riding along with him, he's not solid at the wheel the other drivers were, and his tires are just still good here at the end, and he's still running good lap times. That's what you got to do at a road course to win it.
Here he comes across the checkers. Boom, there's your winner, Matthew Hulse. He started third. Look how many laps he's led. 41 out of 45 laps. That's insane, dude. That is insane.
Yeah, Yanich comes off of 11 there, going to come off 12, and he's going to finish his race.
Good run, man. I'll tell you what, not a bad race for a road course in these cars.
No, Adam Matz actually knocked about 10 seconds off of Yanich there the last 5 laps. And he's going to cross the line here in third.
Yeah, Matz has been really strong for a bunch of races now, man. He's really been putting on a lot of speed, putting a good package together. He's been able to come out, stay in the top 5, top 10, through a bunch of the races, and really been showing some promising, man. He finished second a couple of times, I believe, also. And I think he got 1 win this season, if I remember correctly. I probably should write stuff down, but I'm getting ready to retire, so guess it slipped. Want to see the 108 burn him down here, man.
Nah, you're not going to retire.
I'm going back to racing. I need a break, man. I've been broadcasting, I think, 4 years or so now, man. It's takes a toll on you. Definitely takes a toll on you. We were doing 4 nights a week.
Yeah, that's a little much. Matthew reaching back to the start-finish line here. He's going to burn them down for us.
That's what I want to see. Burn them down, brother.
Don't have a lot of room to get speed to burn them down there. Tight through there. Got it going now.
There we go, the 108. Matthew Hulse, 41 of 45 laps led, man. That is just insane. Let's see if we can get a word in with him here in a minute, and we'll go 1, 2, 3. We always go different. Sometimes we go 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Actually, let him celebrate. Let's go 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Adam Matz. I think that'll be good. Pull him. Where's he at? Adam Matz. I see him. Hey, Adam Matz, that's our booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, dude, great run, man. Started on the pole, which was really cool to see. You've been top 3 all night. You hung on to it for a long time, man. Talk us about your race, man. Definitely a good show for you.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Getting the pole was a little surprising, so I guess I just got a good lap there. I actually didn't even get the perfect lap. I messed up a little bit, so I'm sort of surprised. They clearly had more pace than I did. I was holding them up, obviously, because they're like 20 seconds gone. I did my best to stay up there, but it was tough. I'm kind of wore out.
I'll tell you what, you did good, man. I was surprised first to see you on the pole, but then you obviously you got to lead the first lap and a bunch of laps after that. Your car looked pretty strong. You never really lost much pace. I mean, you've been top 3 all night. Are you good? Do you like road courses, or is this just kind of, the way the season's going was just a good night?
No, I like road courses, actually. They're a lot of fun. I just like the challenge of it. I like this one a little more than Watkins Glen. Watkins Glen is so fast. This one's this kind of slower speed one. But yeah, no, I enjoy these. It definitely took some work. I had to put in a little bit of prep on this one, or else I wouldn't have been able to keep up at all.
Yeah. How'd the car feel out there for you?
What was weird is I don't know if it was just me, but during the race, it felt like it had less grip than in practice and in qualifying. Because I felt like I felt like I was going slower in the race.
Really?
But
Well,
I don't know if the temps changed or not.
a little bit. You started at I think 111. It went up to 117, and let me just take a quick look right now. Right now, it's saying the track temp is 132. So if that was what you guys were running, yeah, it went up quite a bit.
Okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense then. Yep, because I definitely noticed that.
Well, listen, not a bad run for you, man. You got a pole. You did have one win this season, didn't you?
No, last season I haven't won for a while.
Oh, all right. I wasn't sure if it was this season or last season, but dude, next week Pocono. How you feeling about going to Pocono? It's kind of big, kind of an odd track.
Yeah, I like Indy and I like Pocono both. Kind of the flat tracks are pretty cool. Pocono's fun. It's just the laps are really long, and if we have cautions, it'll probably be really slow. But
Yeah, bring your lunch with you.
yeah, right. But yeah, I look forward to Pocono. I like that track.
All right. Well, dude, good run for you tonight. Like I said, man, you started on the pole, and you finished third on the lead lap. Dude, that's a win right there. So congratulations on that, man. We look forward to seeing you in Pocono. Before we go, anybody you want to hit up?
No, just congrats to Matthew. I think that's his first win. I think.
I believe so. Here, yeah.
Yeah, big congrats for him. He definitely earned it. I mean, he was flying.
Yeah, definitely. All right, dude. I guess we'll see you at Pocono, man. Go celebrate. Have a good night there.
All right, thanks.
You got it. All right, that was third place, Adam Matz. Let's go find second place. Do you want to talk to Steve, or you okay? Or you're a broadcaster. You want to talk to him?
Yeah, sure.
I don't want to put you on the spot or anything.
No, I'm good.
Okay, I figured you are. All right, here you go.
Hey, Steve, JC in the booth. Copy.
Hey, yeah, I gotcha.
Hey, man. So your first run there, you had to run Matthew down, and you put a pass on him. And then it seemed like after the tire change, maybe the track temperature rised a little bit, and it was kind of just hard to keep up, and he kind of walked away from you.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely I struggle a little bit more when for when in the other tracks where you're struggling for rear grip. And the first run, the car was just like, especially late in the run, was actually handling really well for me. And that's when I started reeling him in, and I think I pitted one lap before him. Just trying to get out ahead, and that worked. I think I had a 2-second lead, and I was thinking, well, this is gonna be pretty good. I knew he was a little faster on new tires, but it would probably run me down. But I knew I was better on the old tires, and I thought it was going to work out better in the end. But just some stuff with lap cars, and that's going to happen. I'm sure he has his own stuff that that slowed him down too. But props to him because he deserved it. He ran away in that second run, and I think with about 10 to go, it was obvious there's no way I was going to catch him. So I just decided, let's just bring it home second place and here in this one.
Yeah, it did. Whenever he originally, or whenever you had that lead there after pitting, you ran up on a little bit of lap traffic, and that's kind of where he closed you in, and then caught you. And the track temperature jumped probably like 15, 20 degrees the last part of the race, and you could tell everybody's front end was starting to slide around a little bit. But we rode on there with you and seeing you solid at the wheel, working hard, trying to keep up. But second here, it's a good day.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Kept it on the track, no incidents. I think. Yeah, I mean, I think I just got thrown off my game in that second run and was just driving too hard, trying to make up for it, and that ends up hurting you in the end. And I should have known better than to do that, but I'm happy to get away with second.
Yeah, for sure. So we move on next week to Pocono. Pocono, good track for you. You like that track?
It's decent. It probably depends a lot on how the setup is. Probably gonna be pretty tight, like it usually is. So if we get long runs, I think I'll be good. If it's short runs, I might struggle. I mean, I think I'll be good enough that if I get a clean race, I think I'll be confident I can advance. But this group is just getting tougher and tougher. So it's gonna be a close one. Definitely have to put in some extra time.
Yeah, we watching you through the broadcast. We definitely you don't have to prove you're a long run driver. So look forward to seeing you at Pocono next week. Anybody want to give a shout out to here?
Yeah, as always, Infinite Hero and Camp SUV Rentals. Great to have both of those companies on board here.
Oh, for sure. Well, we look forward to seeing you next week at Pocono, and take care and stay safe this week.
All right, sounds good. You too. Thanks for the
right.
broadcast.
Good win, brother. I mean, good run. I'm used to saying win, win, win. Good run, dude.
It feels like a win getting out of here with a clean car.
Hey, I got one question before we let you go. When you were going through the carousel and you came around the turn and the 93 was coming down, did you have a heart attack or what?
Heart attack, crap my pants, all that stuff all happened all at once.
We actually went back to go and watch it because I was like, wait, I got to see it. And we watched it from inside your car. Dude, that was so close. Glad to see that you didn't get wrecked out on that one. But, man, that was a heartbreak because that just closed the 108 right up on you. But still a good run, man. Good to see you move on. So we'll see you at Pocono, dude.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I mean that kind of stuff happens. I know I've been there in that carousel when you roll, you go in the you overshoot it and go off in the grass. And you're just doing everything you can just to keep it on the tire barrier, get on the track. So I don't blame Pat for what happened.
Yeah, it's just a heart attack, man. That's all.
Yeah, especially when you've been riding around on your own for so long, and then all of a sudden you're seeing the side of a car right in front of you. You kind of like, oh, what do I do?
Yeah. All right, dude, go celebrate, and we'll catch up with you next week.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, 2 weeks. We're off next week.
Oh, that's right. 2 weeks. Thanks for reminding me. I'd be sitting here like, yo, where are they? Where are they? All right, cool.
You got it. All right, see you guys.
Yeah, I'm glad he said something too, because I forgot all about it. Dude, I got to start writing stuff down. It's just been this whole thing has just been nuts, man. Between COVID and all this other crap, man, it's insane. All right, let's get the winner down here, and let's see. Hey, Matthew, SR Booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
Hey, man, you got me and JC up here. Great run, dude. You started third. You got 41 of 45 laps led. And that second part of the run, dude, you just took off, man. What's going on? You a road track or you just good, man?
Well, earlier in the week, I got some practice on the Wednesday night NIS fixed. So that definitely helped me out a whole lot. I didn't have to learn the course essentially before we came to the track. So I already had a few laps under my belt, which helped me. I learned a little bit and watched some guys who were way faster than me and picked up some of their tips.
I'll tell you what, man, that first run before you guys went into the pits, Steve was about 5.5 seconds back from you, and he got you down to about 2.5. And then he went in and you stayed out. Did you see him go in?
I did for sure. It was way too late for me to try and pit at the same time as him. So I knew that if he had a good stop, he was going to come out ahead of me, which he did. I was just fortunate enough that as soon as we got out of the pits, I believe a lap car held him up, and I was able to sneak by him real quick.
Yeah.
And of course, my tires were a lap or two fresher after that. So.
Yeah, if you watch, because we saw him pass pit exit, and he's got into like turn one, a little bit past turn one, and you were coming out. So I was really surprised at how close you were going to be, and we weren't really sure with that one lap fresher tires how much of a difference it was going to make. It would have been cool for us to see, had he not got held up by the car that was getting back on track. If you would have, how long it would have took you to chase him down if you would have chased him down. But dude, once you got past him, you were gone. You just set sail. I think you were like 12 seconds ahead there towards the end.
Yeah, it was a whole lot of fun. Once I got by him, we held on to about a 3-second gap for, it felt like a long time. And then the last, I'd say 5 to 10 laps, I think he might have backed off and didn't want to make any mistakes. And the gap had opened up to about 6 or 7 seconds, so it would have taken quite a bit for him to catch back up.
Well,
Yeah,
go ahead. Sorry, JC.
We rode on board with you, man. It looked like maybe you just put that thing on cruise control and went on a Sunday drive. And whenever we'd hop on board with other drivers, man, they're really gassing and sawing at that thing, and we hop on board with you. It's kind of just so smooth through the turns and
Mellow,
stuff. Yeah, real mellow. So, I mean, I don't know if you consider yourself a road course specialist, but it was definitely smooth.
Well, I appreciate that. At some point in the middle of that second run, I just kind of you get into a rhythm. Watching the Xfinity race earlier today, they were talking about how Noah Gragson would kind of ride that wall, even if he was 10 seconds ahead of everybody. He would ride that wall, and the reason he would do that is because he was in a rhythm, and I felt like I was kind of in a rhythm as well, to where, I could push it pretty close to that limit and not have to worry about going over it because I was just in cruise.
Well, it definitely showed on the in-car cam because if you go back and watch the broadcast, you'll see we were in with you for a lap, and we were listening to you downshift and shift, and it was just very, like you said, very mellow, just very, steady. And then we got in with Steve Yenich, and I mean, he was redlining that thing and winding that thing up. And your times were really close during that, that run when we were inside both cars. I mean, the times wasn't like one was, super far than the other. And by the sound of it, you would think Steve would have the faster time because he was winding the heck out of that thing.
Yeah, I mean, I learned that not too long ago. I mean, I just started getting into road racing a little bit more because I had a license oval and a C license road, and I had started doing the rough series, that Porsche car series pretty recently, and it's helped me out quite a bit on the road courses. But I do enjoy throwing this big heavy car around on the road courses, Watkins Glen and Sonoma especially.
Well, we got Pocono next week. How you feel about going to Pocono? Not next week, 2 weeks. How do you feel about going to Pocono?
I got to be honest, I believe that's one of my worst tracks. So we'll see how I can follow up this performance on one of my worst tracks. I don't know what it is. I have the hardest time with turn 3. So.
Yep. I know. Pocono. I used to love Pocono. And I don't know, somewhere one of the updates, man, just threw it out the window. I'm hoping, I haven't tried it with this new update to see if it came back or not, but man, I dread going there. It's so long, and we'll have to wait and see how it goes. But since you joined the league, though, man, I got to say, definitely a good fit, nice, clean driver, man. You've been very competitive. It's good to see you out there with them, and been fun watching your race. Even tonight, man, even me and JC were saying, man, 41 laps out of 45, dude. That's just a great walk away tonight, man, because these guys are not slackers by any means. So you definitely earned it, bro.
Well, I appreciate that, guys. That vote of confidence. That's awesome. And guys, like you said, certainly no slouches. The competition is pretty stiff. I learned that first race, second race, third race. It's there's no letting up here.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Well, listen, congratulations on the win from a third place start, 41 laps led. And before we let you get out of here and go celebrate, anybody you want to hit up? Anybody you want to say hi to?
No one in particular. I just riding solo here on the sim.
All right. Well, listen, man, great run. JC, you got anything else for him?
Oh, man, congrats on your first win in the Infinite Hero Series, and look forward to seeing you here in a couple weeks.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
All right, go celebrate, dude. And once again, congratulations, man. All right, that was your winner right there, Matthew Holtz, man. I can't believe 41 laps, dude. That is just like crazy. Crazy.
That's straight up dominance.
That was good, though. Good run. Let me just pull up the summary real quick here. Obviously, we had 0 cautions. We only had 1 lead change, and that was when... No, it really should have been 2 lead changes, I believe, because didn't Steve have it? Oh, no, you're right. Never mind. All right, so next week we're off, and then the following week we'll be at Pocono. That was my mistake. I thought we were at Pocono next week, but obviously...
You get a week off.
Yeah, that's good. I need it. Can you tell?
I think we all need a week off.
I'm dying over here, man. It's tough, dude. Like, we were homeschooling for the last couple of months, and it's just like things are just slowly opening up, and it's like, dude, I just want to get out and live. You know what I mean? It's just crazy,
Yep. Sounds good.
All right, so let's run over the results. You want to run down the top 10 here? Or do you want me to?
I shut my.
All right.
I actually shut my graphics off for that.
All right, no worries. We got Matthew Holtz in 108. He takes the win here tonight. Steve Yenich will finish second. Adam Matz finishes 3rd. Jeff Yanish will take 4th. Wingnut will take 5th. Todd Cray finishes 6th. Adam Lewis finishes 7th. Travis McDaniel will finish 8th. Patrick DeSaulnier 9th. Brad Speidel 10th. 11th will go to Mark Jenkins. 12th is Rob Jenkins. Mike Major scored 13th, and Cody Franklin has scored 14th. And once again, your winner, Matthew Hulse, started 3rd, 41 laps led. And we'll see you 2 weeks in Pocono. JC, I do greatly appreciate you coming in and calling this with me tonight. Definitely helps, man. It keeps the sanity. I definitely appreciate it, brother.
No problem. It's a good time.
All right, everybody. We will see you in 2 weeks at Pocono. Mark it down. Come on out and see who's going to get the championship here. Until then, be safe, everybody.